Hi Aries, welcome to your July reading. This is going to be a two-part reading. The first part is going to be your general spiritual messages, and the second part is going to be the you versus them love reading. If you're only interested in the you versus them reading, feel free to click on the timestamp below and it'll take you straight to it. Otherwise, let's get into your messages. So Aries, you got the third house here of perception, Gemini energy showing up that may be present in your chart. Or it could just be the influencing vibes around you. So this is a very like social, communicative, social media type of energy here. So it talks about discussions and paying attention to your surroundings. Sometimes this card can also talk about gossip, so something to be, keenly aware of, Aries, as we go into July. But let's go ahead and get an angel card and see what else. Holy cow, what do you got for here? So, you have the card of judgment, the 3 of wands, the 5 of wands, and the king of wands, Aries. So, there may be a judgment call here that you need to prepare yourself to make. And it may be in regards to a situation that has you feeling a bit tested, right? Or has the ability to test your patience is what I'm getting. But it's like time to be your own boss, Aries. Time to take the lead. Time to remember who you are, right? So I feel like there's this message here about not letting whatever you have going on get the best of you. And to make decisions that feel good to you, that are in your highest good, right? So let's see what kind of cards we get out from the Osho Zen. I want to tell you, like, the energy to me felt really good when I was preparing for the reading. So I feel like if you do have challenges or tests going on right now, you have this keen ability to be able to navigate through it, or at least during this time frame, there'll be enough clarity, right, to get you through whatever this challenge is here. And I actually feel like this is something that's making you stronger. Okay, and then you have the card of harmony as I look down, which is funny because it has 2 dolphins on it. And I was literally just watching a documentary on dolphins last night. Fascinating creatures. But dolphins are also a very spiritual energy. So I feel like you being able to harmonize with whatever you have going on, Aries, and then change. Yeah, so there is some sort of change that's coming, some sort of decision that needs to be made. But regardless of the decision, this change is going to bring about harmony, okay? And put you in this King of Wands position where you're feeling more confident. You're feeling more, I heard boastful. Well, nothing wrong with bragging on yourself. Although, be careful because insecure people take bragging as egotistical. But confident people take someone who brags as an accomplishment. It's funny how perception works, right? So, anyways, I don't know why I went into that. Maybe some of you are like it's like you're getting a word like braggadocious. It's all right to be proud of yourself, Aries, and those that understand you will be proud of you as well, and those that don't or seek to misunderstand you will gossip. But like, who freaking cares? Who freaking cares? You know what I mean? And I wanted to say that when the gossip energy came up earlier, just like, let them gossip, People who are talking about you behind your back are your biggest fans, whether it's good news or bad news. So anyways, let's go into it a little bit deeper and see. You have the Empress. You know what? That's so funny because now I'm thinking about the song that I had in my head before I started the reading, and I don't know the name of the artist, but he says, and I get it, baby, have you heard the news? She ain't fucking with you no more, ooh, and I get it, I don't know who sings that. If you know it, let me know, and I'm sorry for the F word, but that's what the song says. He says, baby, have you heard the news? She ain't bleeping you no more, ooh. She's not messing with you no more, ooh. Let's put it that way. Have you heard the news? She's not messing with you no more. Ooh. So it's kind of like a gossipy energy to that song now that I think about it. So anyways, if you know the title to that song, please put it in the chat. All right, so in the headspace Aries, we have the Empress, the Moon, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. So this is about caring about how you feel first and foremost before you jump into any action, before you make any decisions. It's like really needing to listen to your intuition. Now, we just had a full moon in Capricorn, which highlights the areas of your life that motivate you, your goals, your achievements, career, money, all of that being brought to the forefront. Now, some of you, you know, you may be preparing yourself for some sort of challenge in your career or workplace, but like you ultimately will benefit from whatever this is. You ultimately will rise to the challenge, right? So some of you may have some change coming through that arena of your life. But on an emotional level, it also talks about listening to that inner guidance, that inner voice. What feels the best to you, Aries? And utilizing that super strength of your built-in intuition to decide what is best for you and what your next action is going to be. Now, some of you are in this space of ready to take action, and there's potential here. There's a potential opportunity. There's a potential to grow something. So let's go further. 10 of Wands. The Fool. The 8 of Cups. And the Page of Cups. So this is your energy here, Aries, and this is showing up in the heart space. So the first thing I got was like something weighing on you, and this could be what in regards to what this judgment call is about. Some of you, it's like in order for you to have a new beginning, you kind of have to leave something behind. And you know, you have 2 pages here, which in a positive way, pages talk about fresh new energy, new potentials, right? Some of you, a new connection or friendship showing up here. On the flip side of that, sometimes pages can talk about things that are undeveloped or immaturity, gossip, things of that nature. So if there is that going on, use your intuition, Aries, before making any decisions, right? And I heard no weight off your shoulders, no sweat off your back or something. Like, yeah, don't sweat something. Don't allow it to weigh you down here. But it talks about mostly growth potential. So I feel like there's something new and fresh coming through that has a lot of growth potential. It could be around your social circle, but I'm also picking up, because of the Capricorn full moon, it's highlighting career opportunities as well. It's almost like this energy of like, okay, been there, done that, I'm leaving that behind, and now I'm looking for something new. I feel like a lot of you are looking for something new right now. Like something new to incorporate into your life. Because it feels like to me that even if you have it all, right, which we never really attain 100% of everything we want, because then we'd have nothing to reach for. And it's through the reaching for more, the asking for more, that life continues, you know, that eternity becomes eternity. So you're never going to get to a point in your life where you just stop wanting or stop asking for improvements or more. And that's a good thing, Aries, because that's what calls life towards you. But it's almost a sense of like, kind of tired of the same old, you know what I mean? And you're a very, you're a fiery sign, right? So like, you don't like to stay stagnant at all. Whoops. Let's see what that's about. All right. Big spiritual picture. They all came out at once. Yeah. Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Magician, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords. So Aries, first of all, hard work is going to pay off during this time frame. Okay, there is a potential opportunity that may cause some sort of change here and may even feel like a challenge, but it's a motivating energy, right? Like, I feel like you will benefit from this if you're able to see it through the lens of opportunity as opposed to responsibility. See, that's the tricky part about perception, right? One of those has a much more freeing energy around it. Opportunity sounds like expansion. Responsibility sounds like obligation. So they're really wanting you to see this through the eyes of opportunity, because there is an opportunity here for you, and there's something knocking at the door. Some of you quite literally go answer it, but like something coming in that wants to, that you've manifested, right? And at the same time, you've worried about this. So let's go to relationships and emotions, which we're going to go much further into in the next portion of the reading. But some of you have manifested a connection here, and it's giving you anxiety. You know, like, it's funny because sometimes we think we know what we want, we know what we're doing, and then we manifest it, and then we're like, ooh, I don't know about this, you know? But they're saying to be at ease about that, Aries, to be at rest with whatever this is. Because I do pick up that some of you have something that has a tendency to really throw you off balance, keep you up at night, maybe even make you a little bit restless. And I'm getting the word impatience. So there's a little bit of impatience around this energy as well. I get like there's some worry around like igniting a fire that you can't put out, setting something into motion without the ability to slow it down. And that's the tricky thing about law of momentum, is once you put something into motion and then it manifests into the physical, you're right. It would be like stopping a train, you know, that's going 100 miles per hour on a dime. It's not going to happen. You have to kind of ride it out. You have to ride the situation out until it comes to a culmination. But there's nothing to be fearful about here, because the ride is part of the journey, and there's much to be gained from that, Aries. And this is positive change and expansion and opportunity coming through. And that's how Source wants you to see it. So let's see what the guidance is. And then we're going to go to the you versus them portion. I'm gonna hit it like it's on mine. Baby, have you heard the news? He ain't messing with you no more. Ooh, I can't wait to go to the you versus them part and see what that's about. All right, so you have take a moment here. It says, stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. So that's essentially right in alignment with what message I picked up on, Aries. So I hope you found that helpful. And now we're going to go into the you versus them portion, and I'll see you in a minute. And welcome back, Aries. This is going to be the you versus them portion of the reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. I did want to give a little caveat to that. This is not always about romantic love, although for a lot of you it will be, because that's why you're here. But if you're not dealing with a romantic partner, this could also be pertaining to whoever's most present in your mind, whoever's most present in your energy at the time of watching this reading. So I just want to make that caveat. Anyways, let's get into it. Feel free to flip the messages around as it is a general, so maybe vice versa. And let's go ahead and see what Aries has coming in for the you versus them. Aries. Ooh. You have the North Node of Destiny, Aquarian energy here for some of you. That may be in your chart, or the chart the person you're connecting with. And look at you. At the bottom of the deck is Aries, your energy. And I was just talking about the full moon we just had in Capricorn. And at the bottom of that, underneath your energy, is Capricorn. So really interesting way to start the reading here. You have the card of the soul school, the learning curve, fulfilling your purpose, maturing, experience, development, integrity. Very future forward thinking energy here for you, Aries. A little bit of outside of the box type of vibe, which is funny because in the spiritual portion of the reading, I picked up that you were ready for out of the box types of things or ready to begin something new. So let's see how this plays into this. You have the High Priestess and the Two of Swords. So this is talking about ignoring your intuition, Aries, and, you know, questioning oneself when you know better. And there's a caution around that. Some of you, it's like your intuition is telling you one thing, but then there's this insecurity or uncertainty that makes you doubt yourself. And that's something to be worked through that's actually on your soul's path, one of your soul's lessons here. And this person has the Six of Swords, which is talking about resolution and solutions. So this person might be coming out of this time period where they themselves have been going through stress or, you know, a sense of like feeling a loss of control is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting a song. I'm losing control now. And I want you, babe. I don't know. Excuse my terrible singing. I think it's Ross or Russ. I don't know. Losing control now is what he says. But anyways, this person is in this space of like now wanting to move past that energy and go into this place of resolution. So let's look at the recent past energy and what led up to the now, as well as how you perceive each other, how you both genuinely feel underneath it all in the big spiritual picture. So recent past energy for my Aries. Ooh, Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So Aries, there might have been some reflecting going on the past, kind of examining where you once were. I feel like a lot of you have worked on yourself though and are now more so looking to the future than anything. And you have a lot to look forward to. Like some of you are looking forward to more romance, more love in your life, or just more playful stuff, more fun, more vacations, you know, like getting out of your head, getting out of your own way, because I feel like you were stuck there for a minute and then maybe questioning like yourself or questioning your intuition. And now it's like ready to leave all of that behind. And I caught that in the spiritual reading as well, as like, you know, wanting to start fresh or look towards new horizons. And I feel like a lot of you, what you're looking for more of in your life right now is more to deal with personal stuff, like a personal, a sense of personal achievement, but also more romance, more love, more fun. So let's see what this person's recent past energy was then towards you, Aries. Recent past energy. The Star. Page of Swords, Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. So, and they have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Aries. Wow, with you there. So I feel like this person has been in this space of, again, like trying to heal themselves, but also trying to hold on to this hopeful attitude. And at the same exact time, they're their own worst enemy. It's like they have these hopes, they have these dreams of what they want, and then they also have this ability to like completely self-sabotage, you know, or completely naysay themselves. And this kind of like this back and forth energy. So it doesn't feel really stable to me, even though I feel like this person really is craving stability. But until they can change their perspective of themselves, they're not going to be able to sustain that grounded, stable energy the way that they want to. But I feel like this person understands that they get in their own way, and they are looking for some sort of resolve around this, or solution. So let's go into how you view each other, Aries. And go a little bit deeper. How does Aries view this person in the present energy? Wow. Okay, I purposely changed the deck for this reading. I was using a different deck in the first half because I wanted to see if I would get repeated cards. And these two cards came out in the first half, which is the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So, oops, Five of Cups. Is this one or no? Okay. I just need one more. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, it's like, how long are you going to let yourself be emotionally drained by something you don't have control over? You know, and I feel like this is something you ask yourself, or should ask yourself. Do you want peace and resolution in your life, or do you want to continue to let something suck the life out of you? Because I feel like there's a situation here, whether it's to deal with this person or not, that really has the ability to suck the life out of you emotionally. It just completely drains you. It hurts you every time you think about it. It's taken you a while to get past it, but I feel like you are on that healing journey of learning to trust yourself more, learning to listen to your own intuition more. But sometimes it gets the best of you, no matter how much distance you try to put from it, no matter how much you try to sleep it off or think in a different direction. It just, there's something here that keeps resurfacing emotionally, and yet there's this healing energy that wants to show up here, and there's this encouragement to like get outside of yourself, or see this through a different set of eyes. Some of you feel like this person, say if it's about this person, sometimes some of you feel like you're at peace that you walked away because this person hurt you, they drained you. You know, or they have the ability to do that. So let's see their perception. The Lovers. The King of Swords. Magician. And the Empress. So there's two different ways I can see this message, and it's really depending on if you're a masculine or feminine, but let me give you the general gist. This person feels a strong connection with you, but I don't know how to say this nicely. Like, sometimes they're an asshole. I'm sorry, whether they're male or female. Like, this is my a-hole card. Sorry. It's like, I feel like this is the part of them that comes out when they've been scorned or hurt, or I actually feel like it's when they're not getting their way, when they feel like they didn't get their way. But yeah, at the same time, I'm sorry, cross-watcher, listen, we can all be a-holes sometimes. Whatever, me included. Okay, but they're trying to manifest a softer energy, which is really interesting. So it's like this person knows that they're not going to get their way through this stern, cold energy. Or maybe that's what they're in the process of learning, right? Maybe they're also learning that you don't always get what you want. Well, you never get what you want when you hold yourself in a place of disalignment, which disalignment is anything outside of the feelings of love, joy, and appreciation, right? But we try to get our way in relationships by sometimes shutting that love off, which only in turn hurts ourselves, but it's an ego response, right? Anyways, this person is aware of this, and they want to change it, right? Because they are ultimately looking for resolution, and so they're actually softening their energy, born to their divine feminine. So they're starting off in this very divine, I don't even want to call this divine, ego-driven masculine energy, whether they're male or female. And then what they're purposely trying to do is they're purposely trying to appear or actually be more soft, but I'm getting a little, really, appearances are not all what they seem. That wanted to come out. So like for some of you, this person has not changed at all, but they want to appear that they have. And maybe they actually believe that they have. Some of them have, but that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling, for the most part, it's like they know what to do to get you to soften up. Like this is a highly intelligent person, but sometimes high intelligence can also lend itself to like emotional manipulation, you know, and we all manipulate emotionally to some degree. Yes, you do. Don't say that you don't. If you've ever punished your children, you do. If you've ever treated someone badly because you were treated badly, you do. We all do to some degree, right? So it's nothing terrible about that, except when it goes to the degree of like they change their persona to get a softened response or something. Like this is a little bit above and beyond that. Let's go into the love space, the heart space. What's going on underneath it all with Aries? How do they feel about this person? Ace of Swords, but it was in the reverse. I feel like you don't really know what to think. Your higher self knows, but you question your higher self. Why? Nine of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Because every time you question yourself or question your decision making, or am I seeing it right, or am I not seeing it right, it throws you out of alignment, and it creates this wall here. And it leads to indecisiveness here, Aries. But you do know what's up. You do know what's right. Right? And how do you know? Because you can tell how you feel when you think those thoughts. So some of you, it's like kind of getting into the space of detachment so that you can focus a little bit better on other things that bring you passion, things that bring you fun. And I felt that you want passion, you want love, you want fun. You're not looking for any more uncertainty or conflict, or, you know, this energy that has you put your walls up or in defensive mode. Let me see this person's emotional space. I think there's an additional message here, but we'll get to that in a minute. Knight of Swords, how do they feel towards Aries? Both of you have the Hierophant. Two of Swords. Seven of Swords. Six of Cups. Okay, so Aries, I feel like this person, they communicate. See, now some of y'all, your intuition is right. You know, like this person says one thing and then their actions speak differently. Their actions speak louder than words, you know. It's like this person, in their heart of hearts, they want to do the right thing, but they're uncertain. How could you be uncertain if they're I can't get the words out. They're uncertain if they're doing the right thing, but they know better. Like this person is smart, so they know right from wrong. You know what I mean? And they know when it feels good and when it doesn't feel good, and yet they don't listen to that all the time. They don't listen to their emotions enough, and it's something that they've had issues with or dealt with since childhood. I feel like this person is afraid that if like they tell you the full truth, or like they show others the full truth of who they are, that they will be misunderstood or shunned for that, or there's some sort of fear around like their past as well. There might be truths coming out in regards to this person's past or childhood, but it's a sense of like, they need to live their truth. Like yeah, they need to speak their truth. All right, so let's go further. 7 of Cups, the Magician. And when you look like it's on your mind. Oh my gosh, the 7 of Swords. What in the hell? What is the 7 of Swords? What is the 7 of Swords? The 9 of Swords. What is the 7 of Swords? Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like Aries, there's just stinking 7 of Swords here. I heard don't worry about what I do. What a cop-out. Only if you're actually in a relationship with someone. If you're in a committed relationship and like you ask your partner what they're up to and their answer is like, don't worry about what I do, that's probably not the healthiest relationship. You know what I mean? Because there should be honesty and communication and trust. Just saying. But to each their own. But on the side note, if you're not in a relationship and somebody's just being nosy, yeah, you're right. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I get it. So I could take that 2 different ways. But, yeah, that's what I heard. So anyways, some of you are confused. Like, it's interesting because I got in the, oh my gosh, this is identical to the spiritual reading. At the very end of that reading, if you rewind to the beginning, you can watch it if you didn't. I said something about you manifested something here, Aries, or you're manifesting, future tense, something that when it comes about, all of a sudden it gives you like pause or anxiety or like, ooh, is this really what I wanted? Or I didn't intend to create this, you know, because a lot of us create by default. Most people don't even understand the power of their thought patterns, meaning if you don't pay attention to your thoughts, you're creating your reality, but it's just by default. And we all have the ability to do that because a lot of us are lazy thinkers. To create your reality intentionally, you have to pay attention to every single thought and never let it stray to the negative to create exactly what you want, which almost no one is living that. Almost no one is living exactly what they want because we're messy thinkers, and that's all right. Spirit says that's okay. That's what you're here to learn. You're getting better every day about it. I don't know why I'm going into this tangent. Some of you, that is what you're working on, being a better intentional creator of your life. And the way that you do that is through paying better attention and caring about your thoughts and how you feel. Anyways, my point was there may be something that you created by default just simply because you weren't giving a lot of attention to focusing on some aspects that you knew better than to dwell on, but you dwelled there anyways. And now there's something coming up that is manifesting that is like, oh, a little tiny shit storm here. And it's kind of like, how did I create this? How did I get myself into this? I'm so confused right now. But there's a purpose to this, and that there's been something hidden here that's coming out. Okay. But it ends in the Queen of Pentacles, right? So they're saying this is your energy, Aries. So it's like, somehow this is giving you, or has the ability to give you, this affirmation of your own worth. Some of you fear, this could just be a fear. You fear that you might manifest something that is a nightmare or that you don't want because you question your worth. The universe would never set you up to fail. The universe is always setting you up to win. It just depends if you are also viewing it through those eyes. So it's like failure is not an option here because it's not a possibility. Whatever this Seven of Swords is around, it has to deal with either the family or the friend structure. Most notably, I got a fire and an earth sign, but take it as it resonates. Let's see their future energy. What is the deal? These readings are so fascinating to me. Which, guys, the new rotation of my readings is each zodiac sign goes once a month. And opposed to doing 2 separate readings for the spiritual and the you versus them, I combined them into one. So it's one video that will contain the spiritual and the you versus them each month. So that's what you can look forward to. Anyways, wanted to clarify that. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. The Death card fell out over here. That's Scorpio energy. Okay. Very interesting. All right, so Aries, holy crap. So this person, they're focusing on their stability as well, possibly finances, saving up, investment opportunities, things of that nature. We did just have a full moon in Capricorn, which highlights the ambitious part of all of us. Excuse me. Drink of water. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. But they also have the Queen of Wands, King of Cups, and the Sun card. So I feel like this person struggles with their own emotions, their own happiness. Because I heard it's a struggle. So I feel like this person has their own emotional ups and downs that they are learning how to navigate. Similar to what I was saying to you, Aries, about like your spiritual purpose is to develop and grow. Why can I not stop coughing? Weird. Anyways, this person might be in that same energy where they're also needing emotional and spiritual growth here. Which don't we all, right? But because the reading is crowned in the North Node, it is a very spiritually induced energy, and we did just have a full moon. So there's some sort of lesson to be learned around relationships or this relationship. I feel like there's a transformation and ending coming through here. But in a way, Aries, this is going to motivate you because it's making you wiser. It's making you more aware of your own worth, right? Excuse me. And I feel like you also know you deserve better. Hold on. But don't let your fears get the best of you. Because some of you are not paying close enough attention to your thoughts, that you're allowing fearful, worry, or negative thoughts in, which we all do, it's fine. But at the same time, you're manifesting something by default because you're not giving enough awareness to your thoughts. But whatever comes to light here, it does bring about balance karmically and some sort of change. And I saw that in the spiritual reading as well, that there was some sort of change that was coming through, but it was going to create more peace and harmony in your life than anything else. So I feel like this person is also going through emotional fluctuations, really looking for their own happiness, trying to see the bright side. But I feel like they contradict themselves a lot in the way that they think and feel. Okay. And there is some sort of truth here that is going to come to light, as I said before. Okay. Some of you, it has to deal with the past relationship or this person's childhood or something to deal with the past in general. So let's get a guidance card before I start coughing again. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. This person has new beginnings. Oh my gosh, that's what I was saying earlier. New beginnings. So everyone in life is constantly vibrating and moving and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that there is a new beginning on the horizon. Have courage and faith. Let's see your guidance. Oh my gosh, this is I love when the cards match what I already felt. It says have fun. Wasn't I just saying earlier, some of you need to refocus on the parts of your life that make you feel in love. Fall in love with your life again, or be open and able and willing to receive love. And the best way to put yourself in a position to attract that love is to be in love with self or just with your life, or it could be even as simple as like just showing appreciation to coffee. I don't know, a nice walk. But they're saying to incorporate more fun here. So it says, when's the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself permission to have fun. It doesn't sound like that's the key to getting everything that you want, but I promise you it is. So, Aries, zodiac signs that you may be connecting with, have in your own chart, or this person may have in their chart. I have Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, and Aries energy. But it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Aries. And until next time, my friends, namaste.